rumor has it there's a bus for sale. It would appear that Diana wants to sell her bus. That's right. Diana from Diana and Kitties, you know, Tater's better half, other half, whatever you want to say. Now, I don't go over to the Rumble thing. I don't do the Rumble thing. Somebody sent me a link to a video. I did go over, I checked it out, and then when I went to click on her stuff, it spun and tried to load. And no, I didn't set up an account. I didn't open an account. I didn't, but I don't know. Rumble's weird for me. Anyway, I did watch some of the little Diana thing about her wanting to sell her bus. So she said she really doesn't need the bus anymore. It served its purpose, and she wants to get a car. She wants something smaller where she can go further, better gas mileage, and get into smaller places and go further out into the wherever, which is kind of odd since her and Tater are building a giant 40-foot bus. But anyway, she said that she has a home base where she can put stuff, and that is where the bus would be kept if she kept it. And she doesn't want it sitting there just, you know, being a rat trap, basically a home for mice and other things, because she said it served its purpose and she doesn't want it any longer. So she said that the only way that she can buy a car is to sell the bus. She doesn't have the funds to just go out and buy a car and keep the bus. Plus, she doesn't want it just sitting around. I found it interesting because, again, I'm sure somebody will probably snap it up, but I mean, her aesthetic and the way she painted the outside, is she going to paint the outside or is she going to sell it as it is? Anyway, it's just something that popped into my head. Now, she said that, you know, she's thinking about these different ways of traveling and still being a nomad and all the other stuff, because she doesn't see her and Eric buying land anytime soon. It's just not in the immediate future anyway. So I don't know. I guess she's finally realizing that the way Eric squanders money and just ditches things like, you know, the bus build and everything. But yeah, she doesn't have high hopes for the two finding property and a home. So she is looking for a way to still travel and be a nomad. And apparently, it's not the only video. I had someone tell me about this one. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But rumor has it that Diana angered some Michiganders. That's right, with some comments that she made. Apparently, when they went up there to the UP during the busy time and everything, and everything was full, she was not happy that people wouldn't share their campsite with her and her honey. So she had some choice words to say about the people of Michigan. Now, again, I find this quite amusing because Tater's the one that cordons off large areas when he goes and camps, and he does this with his cones that he sets up, but cones that he doesn't know the purpose of when someone else uses them, as we saw in a previous video. But when he uses them, he knows exactly what they're for, and then he throws a fit if someone annoys him in the slightest bit at all. I mean, we can reference the people that were driving their quads, four-wheelers, whatever you want to call them, around, and there was a mishap where a guy actually lost his life. And Tater found it quite amusing because they were not in his campsite, but close to his campsite. So them being angry because someone wouldn't share a campsite with these two that don't want anyone around because, as Diane says, she is a nudist. So I'm sure any chance they get, they want to be secluded so they can do some OF content and run around. But again, Tater is not one to share anything. He doesn't even like sharing parking spaces. If someone parks too close to him in a Walmart, he gets upset. If someone walks too close to him while he's at Disneyland filming and eating his Dole Whip, he is not very happy and he gets upset. So for them, her, him, them, whatever, to be mad because someone didn't want to share a campsite. Well, maybe you should plan ahead, or maybe you should just stay the hell home and work on that big monstrosity that you call a bus and not just go wandering around whenever things get tough and you feel like going and doing something. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. So what do you think? You think Diana is going to sell her bus? Is she going to paint it first? Is she going to say, here it is, this is my little home on wheels, and it was by a famous YouTuber and a famous OF person, so take it as it is? I don't know. But I just find it quite amusing. And she's like, yeah, she came to the realization that after Taterland, Tater ain't getting no more land in the house anytime soon. But hey, you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point here. What's the point?
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.